Major shake-up with a new approach to spending in the sector. The plan is to break the cycle of dependency, but also to keep welfare from breaking the budget. As the population grows, the system is at risk of becoming unaffordable. At the moment, the nation's welfare payments total $160 billion. But within the decade, that's expected to balloon to more than $270 billion. If you tallied up the total lifetime cost for those currently claiming welfare, you'd get a bill of nearly $5 trillion. Jane Norman has more.
For single mum Patricia Young, this Salvo's cafe is more than a work for the doll placement. It's become the support network she never had. The 33-year-old was pregnant at 18. Unable to hold a job while parenting, Patricia's become caught in what governments call a welfare trap.
It's very hard. Some weeks I'm living on a couple of dollars before payday, and if something happens or my son gets sick, there's nothing you can do about it.
You need more broccoli yet?
Thousands of young parents, young carers and students are expected to go down the same path as Patricia, and planners now have some understanding of the lifetime costs of their support, more than $10 billion after actuarial work by PwC. Take their case study, Lisa. Aged just 16, she enters the social security system on study and working age payments. By 20, she becomes a full-time carer for her younger brother. That keeps her out of the workforce for 12 years when her now grown-up brother moves into formal support services. So Lisa gets a part-time job but still receives some carer allowances. She keeps working until she's 65, by which time she begins caring for another family member and higher carer payments are restored. A few years later, Lisa retires and gets the age pension for the rest of her life. The total estimated cost to the taxpayer, $500,000.
For too many people in the system, money flows, nothing changes, and lives are not improving.
Now something is changing. The government's adopting an investment approach based on the New Zealand model. It's about intervening early to get these groups into jobs and training and breaking the cycle of dependency.
It's so much better than what we're using at the moment, which is just instinct. I mean, we're assembling IKEA furniture in the dark at the moment.
If it is about improving people's lives, that's what it's got to be about, not trying to find more savings.
Christian Porter's diagnosed a problem with welfare dependency and costs, but not the solutions. For those, he's willing to pay up to $96 million to groups with workable ideas. One thing the minister will encourage, though, is mutual obligation, requiring more welfare recipients to fulfil their end of the bargain by participating in work and training. Jane Norman, ABC News, Canberra.